In this video, I'm going to show you how you can plan and organize your time to get way more done than you think is physically possible. Like most businesses, we've learnt the hard way that there's always a better way to do things. And one of those things that's had a big impact on the growth of our business is planning and organizing our time. So in this video, I want to open the bonnet and show you the process we follow to plan and organize our time every month, week, and day. Before we start, if you haven't done so already, please do connect with me and us on social media. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we release a new piece of content, which is giving you an insight into the strategies that are working to grow our agency, entertaining or fun marketing content, and all that good stuff. Step 1, monthly planning meeting. Every month we have a 3-hour meeting where we outline 2 key things first of all. Any client work that's booked in for the following month, and the second thing is any of our own marketing and business growth activities that we need to do to continue to grow our business. So this is things like us planning and creating content, us distributing that content, me speaking at events, us attending events, networking, anything we're doing to market our business. And we treat that with just as much focus as delivering client work. So once as a team, we've got all of the key projects we're delivering for clients, all of the key activities we need to do to grow our business, we then start to break them down into smaller chunks. So for example, client project A, what are the 10 individual actions we need to take to deliver that client project? So if it's, for example, a video shoot that we're doing, it's all of the planning for that video shoot, all of the logistics, all of the communication with the client, like time to edit the content, time to do revisions of the content. You know, there's so many things that go into one project. We need to outline all of those little things, and we do that for every client project. We also do that for all of our own marketing. So for example, let's say one thing we're doing is speaking at an event. What's all the actions that I and the team need to take to prepare for that? So it could be a team meeting to come up with creative ideas for the concept of the talk. It could be me developing instructions for Josh to put the slides together. It could be Ida communicating with the event organizer to liaise travel and things, you know. For you, think about these big kind of things you need to do and then break them down into smaller chunks. And once you've done that, then you can delegate who's doing what. And if you're a small business on your own, it's probably going to be you doing most of it. But if you've got a bigger team, you can start to decide who's doing what. That's step 1. Step 2, schedule every action in your calendar. This has been a game changer for us, and this allows us to get so much done in our month because every second of every day is planned before it gets to that day. So once all of your team, or just you, have every individual action that you need for your client work and for your own marketing and business growth activities, then you head over to the calendar and start to schedule this in. So let's head over to the calendar and I'll show you how we break this down. So first of all, we have different color schemes for different activities. So let me just give you some examples here. So we've got color schemes for Dan tasks, I'm yellow. Color schemes for Ida task, Josh task, Loy's task. Color schemes for meetings. So if we've got a meeting, that's a certain color. Color schemes for all of us meeting or us individually meeting a client. You know, you can keep this as basic as you want. Over the years, we've made this more advanced, but you could stick to one color or a couple of colors starting out. So once you've got your activities, then it's a case of looking through your calendar and prioritizing these activities based on, you know, if there's any client deadlines or knowing when you need to get things done. So let's say, for example, I know that I need to provide Josh instructions. Let's stick to the example of a talk I'm delivering. I need to provide Josh instructions to create the slides. So I'd go into here, double click on a time, and then I can start to write. So this is an action for me. So create instructions, create a slide, God, my typing's bad. Slide deck instructions for Josh. Okay, so I've written that there. I then need to think about how long that activity is going to take me. So I predict that's probably going to take an hour and a half. So if I want to start at 10:30, I then put this down to 12. I then know this is a task for me, so I'm using our color-coded system of putting it yellow because that's a task for me. I can put notes in here if I want, so I could say include visuals whatever's going to give Josh or me some more guidance. Click save, and then it pops up in the calendar. I repeat this process for everything. So say, for example, I know that Lloyd and I need to have a meeting all of us need to have a meeting to plan our content for something, an event we're running. I could double click here, ensure it's the color that's all of our meetings. So all meeting to plan event content. And then that's going to take us a few hours, save. And I can start to fill in, I'm going to delete these so we don't accidentally do them. I'm going to start to fill in the calendar with different actions that we need to take. And then we can clearly see a month in advance everything that's going on. And other actions will come in throughout the month. Other client work will come in. We may randomly be asked to shoot a video for a client, or I'm usually our sales and marketing arm, so I'm going out meeting clients. That gets booked in ad hoc, so we tend to leave some spaces for that to happen. But that's how we do it. And one more kind of way we use this is we have recurring activities. So we know, for example, every Thursday we schedule the whole day every week for all of the team to be involved in planning and producing our own content and our own marketing. So let's say, for example, you wanted to do it on every Wednesday. I click into Wednesday. Let's say we wanted to do it 10:30 till 3 every Wednesday. You can type content creation or whatever you want to call it. Click recurrence here, and then you can choose how often you want. If it's weekly, recurrence every week, you can choose certain days. It could be more than one day a week. You can choose when this recurrence starts and ends. Click OK, color code it. So let's say it's a task for me, save and close. And then every week, even if we go to the next week, that will come into the calendar. So you can start to schedule your recurring activities. Step 3, weekly meeting. So now we have everything scheduled for the month that's pre-planned. We then have a weekly meeting on a Monday, which is a 30-minute meeting where we all come together, we look at the calendar, we look at what's planned and what's scheduled, and check that everyone in the office knows what they're doing, have everything they need from each team member to be able to deliver what they're doing. And it's just a way for us all to get back in the zone and think, right, Monday, what's going on this week? And it keeps us on check. And things may have changed since the monthly planning meeting, so it's just a review of what's going on to check we've got everything we need. Step 4, this is the final step, and every day we have a 5-minute planning meeting at the start of the day. And this is just for us to look at what's happening in the day and for us all to talk to each other and say what our priorities are, what we're actually doing today. And that's an opportunity for us to say, if there's something we need from someone, or if there's something going on, we need to have a discussion about it, we can have a chat about that, and then we're really clear on what's going on that specific day. I hope you found this useful. That is how we organise our lives here at the agency, and hopefully you find this useful and it helps you get more done in less time. If you haven't connected with me or us on social media, please do. We share new value-adding content every Tuesday and Thursday, which is giving you an insight into the strategies that are working for us, giving you an insight into what it's like running an agency, entertaining marketing-related content, and yeah, make sure you don't miss out by connecting with us on social. See you next time.